Welcome to Agenda Edina, a program summarizing the actions taken at City Hall that affect you most. I'm your host, Dorothea Marty. The Edina City Council has approved a firearm safety and safe storage ordinance, positioning the city to act if state law changes in the future. Under current Minnesota law, cities are prohibited by the state from enforcing local gun regulations. Because of that, Edina's ordinance would not take effect unless the state lifts what's known as preemption. Council members said the action is intended to clearly state the city's position on gun safety and ensure Edina is prepared if local enforcement becomes legal.
The families of this community include people who were hurt in the Annunciation shooting. And they've asked that we can do as much as we can to stop this kind of gun violence. We're not claiming that this is a cure-all. It's one step.
If I was a U.S. Senator, if I was a member of the House of Representatives, if I was at the state, this would be so logical for me, and I would embrace it and I would do it. And I'm trying to think about what I can do at the local level.
Our children are not at war. They're trying to get an education. This is the best that we can do today, and I think it's also the least that we can do. I wish we could do more. Our children and our community deserve for us to do more.
The ordinance would regulate certain firearms and components, including assault weapons, large-capacity magazines, binary triggers, and so-called ghost guns. It also establishes requirements aimed at preventing negligent firearm storage. Before approving the ordinance, the council held a special public meeting in early January to hear from residents. The discussion followed the August mass shooting at Annunciation Church and School in Minneapolis and reflected broader conversations happening across Minnesota about gun violence prevention. The Salvation Army is looking to open the first secondhand retail store in Edina. Earlier this month, Carlson Partners, an advisor to the Salvation Army, presented a sketch plan to the City Council to remodel an existing 28,000 square foot building at 4200 76th Street West. Their proposal would convert the industrial building into a Salvation Army family store, including retail space, a donation drop-off, and on-site processing. The project is intended to repurpose an underused industrial site into a visible donation and reuse hub serving the greater Southdale area.
This site's ideal for the Salvation Army and Greater Moore, the city of Edina. Given its proximity to other affordable housing developments. It's right on a busy strip here, so no real immediate traffic impacts to the city or anything like that. And it's really about bringing a community-based use to the city.
Council members provided non-binding feedback on the early concept. No formal action was taken. Under current city code, secondhand retail stores larger than 2,500 square feet are not permitted in Edina, and retail uses are not allowed as a primary use in the industrial zoning district where the property is located. To move forward, the development team would need to seek zoning changes, which could include rezoning the property and amendments to the zoning ordinance or the city's comprehensive plan. Any future proposals would return to the City Council for additional review and public input. The city added a new amenity this winter at Braemar Golf Course, cross-country skiing trails. For the first time, those with classic and skate skis were able to glide around familiar greens following the purchase of professional trail grooming equipment. Edina TV shows us how the trails were made.
To embrace winter, it helps if you can navigate snow-covered terrain while having fun.
My husband and I are retired, and our friend just retired, and she said, hey, I want to learn how to cross-country ski. And we're like, well, we coach little kids. Maybe we can coach you.
Maybe was good enough for this friend.
There you go. Oh, no.
Not far away, one student's new best friend is on the move.
So we have our Kubota RTV which we have tracks on for the wintertime. Then we have a 72-inch Snowmaster trail groomer.
This tool packs the snow, carves grooves for skate skiers, and tracks for those classic style skiers. Voters approved the half-cent sales and use tax that funded this new amenity back in 2022. But up until this winter, there just wasn't enough snow.
That's a good investment from the city to have any resident, even though if you're a non-golfer, to come out on the golf course and enjoy it.
And many are.
Oh my gosh, long time needed.
The path of this 2-mile loop of trails may change in the future based on resident feedback.
We'll try to keep it the easiest for us to groom and for the residents for walking or skiing.
So it's perfect to have an option here at home, especially when it's just like, let's just get out for 45 minutes.
When enough snow falls, around 6 inches or so, the trails will be groomed when staff is available.
Trails might not get groomed on the weekends, but definitely during the week, we'll try to do that daily.
Well, there are no fees to use these groomed trails. Gravity always takes its toll. I'm Dan Carpenter for Edina TV.
The utility vehicle being used to groom the trails has also been used for golf course maintenance for the past few summers. Thank you for watching this episode of Agenda Edina. I'm your host, Dorothea Marty.